Hey, hey, I'm here. Hold on. I am plugging in better audio. Here we go. Hello, hello. Does that work? Hello. Okay. Maybe I better not do that. Maybe I was supposed to do that like before I went live. Here we go. Is that better? Yeah, that's working. Okay. Happy New Year. How is everyone? I don't know if anybody will be joining us because who the heck knows what's going on and where anybody is. So I just thought I'd come on here to say hey and yeah, basically avoiding work like I usually am. So happy new year. Hi. Let me know where you're joining me from. Um and yeah, we're going to chat. I have lots to say. So I don't know if you're like me, but when my family goes on holiday, it's like manic. And so when I get back, I need like a holiday for my holiday. And so like this is day, I don't know, I've been back for a couple days. Well, I got back and I was hosting some people, so that's also exhausting in a different way. Always good, but tiring. And so then really I didn't have anybody since Sunday. What day is it? Tuesday. So yeah, I'm not there yet. Ooh, Syracuse, New York. Awesome. Happy for you guys to pop in any questions that you have. Anything you want to talk about? Australia. Ooh, nice. It's only 11. Well, it's 1 o'clock here and I still haven't, I've done my meetings for the day, but I haven't like narrowed in on work because I get my mind just gets so like so many things I want to do in the new year and I'm so excited to get started on those projects, but like I actually have to make money. So there's that problem that we all have, right? So yeah. So I got to do that, but it's good. I'm in a flow and I'm happy with it and I'm happy to not push all the time. But yeah, so what did I do over the holiday? We went and we went north in New Zealand and we stayed at a beach, like a batch, like it was fine, nothing fancy, for like 6 nights. And then we had Christmas there and we did all of that. And we did lots of surfing. And I mean, I'm not surfing, my husband's surfing. I am boogie boarding, like, no, I didn't really do that either. I just really went swimming. I just went to the beach. So that's what happened. And then tried to relax, but not really, because you're trying to make Christmas special, because you're the mother and you have to make it special. So that's what's happening. And then we went to a friend's lake house for the next couple days. And they have all these fun toys down in Rotorua, Lake Tarawera area. If you've never done the Lake Tarawera Falls walk, it's like so good. What else did we do there? So yeah, we did. Have you ever been e-foiling? So e-foiling is like you're basically in your own motorized, like, how do I say? Kind of like a surfboard size, and you just like glide on top of the water. It's amazing. I'm not like amazing at it. I think I fell off like 32 times, but and I'm still recovering from the falling. Mhm. But I mean, just falling in water, but it's still like, it's still falling, people. So yeah, so that's what we did. Lots of boating and, biscuiting or tubing. That's what they call it here. Biscuiting. Hello, happy new year. Back to the Matrix. Yes. And yeah. And then we came back and we had some friends from the US fly in for New Year's. And so we had New Year's there, blah, 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 and it wasn't good weather, but then we came back and we had to do all the Wellington things. Boy, like showing people around your city, that's tiring too. And it's like, you've done everything 6 times. So you regret not learning to surf like Elvis. Yeah. Do I have a desire to surf? That's the question. Not so much. So anyway, gosh, what else can I tell you? Tell me about your holiday if you did one. Um, the world is different. Like in the States, you don't get as many days off right now. It's not the same. It's not the end of the school year. It's just different. But I have one daughter that's in Europe traveling around and one son who's in Wisconsin. So we were kind of split for Christmas. So, that was different, but it was okay. Technology is amazing. I am not going to complain. I'm going to be happy with it. So, so yeah, I was happy with it. We talked a lot, but surfer holiday jet lag. Yeah. I was like, and I didn't even do it. So anyway, excited for a new year. I don't really like to make New Year's resolutions, although I think goals are good and writing things down are good. Let me just be honest with you. Okay, this is a true story. So this just happened over the holiday. So like I am like anti writing things down. When people tell me that they journal, I don't understand it. I've tried to journal. I sit there like, what do I say? And so my friend let me read some of her journal, like she picked a page and like hers are like written out prayers. And I was like, oh, this is actually like really good. Like I never really, I've tried it. I haven't been successful. So I tried it this weekend and I'm just, I should read it to you. I should find it. I don't know where I put it. Shoot, I should read it to you. It's funny because I'm like, I don't know what to write in here. Why am I hesitant to write anything in here? And then I like broke it down and I was like, okay, so why am I hesitant? Well, number one, I think someone's going to find what I wrote. Like, I don't really feel like it's private. So number two, like, I feel like, it feels weird to write down your feelings. I don't know. And I wrote down these things and then I was like, okay, I'm going to write in this as if it's going to be burned up immediately. Is my journal burned up? No. So I feel like I've just started to relax a little bit about it. So I just started writing. I just read anything I was thinking and feeling or whatever. And let me tell you, like, I am not one of these. I can't tell you. I'm like totally like a person that would be like against something like that. And I was wrong. I can't believe how much better I felt putting it from here to somewhere else. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like, I had been, like, struggling with all these things in my head, and then I just put it on paper, and I just immediately felt better. Have you guys experienced this? Am I the only one? I was like, "Oh my gosh." And I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. I learn lessons hard sometimes. Like, 1 year, this is a couple of years ago, this is totally true, and I should find that notebook for you. See, I'm completely unprepared for this. Um, I wrote down I was listening to something and there's just like over and over, like, I know you don't want to. I want you to write down all of your craziest goals, life dreams, whatever. Like, I mean, I'm saying like anything is possible. Like, stop putting all your limitations on it. Like, just write it down. And I can't remember who it was. I kept saying, and it was like in a pocket. I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm going to write it down. So I wrote down on a piece of paper all these ridiculous goals. I think this was like 2019. 2019. Yeah, I think it was 2019. I read that piece of paper in 2021, and every single one of those things became true. Mhm. Never looked at it again, never thought about it again. And I was like, oh, maybe I am missing something. You think I would learn that it's good to write it down because now I'm like actually doing it. Like I'm subconsciously doing. I'm taking like up and I've written it down. I didn't even write it on his calendar. I didn't make a plan. Nothing. I wrote it down and I went through and 9 out of 10 of those items I accomplished. There's got to be something to that. That is weird. And it was all weird stuff. I could not believe it. I almost flipped out when I read it. I totally forgot I wrote it down. Anyway, so yeah, this year I think is going to be different. The YouTube channel is going to be different. As you know, I haven't been posting a lot of video, mainly because I do really like doing it. Mainly because like, yeah, like I'm just not, Like, the amount of money it costs me to edit it and the amount of money coming in is about equal. So it doesn't, it's not great for me that way, and so I think that's why I'm gonna do some more, live videos because I don't know. I should probably be more organized about it. I don't know. So I've been thinking a lot about it, and I'm not going to do any more of I'm not going to just post every week because the algorithm or YouTube wants me to. Like, I'm not going to. I'm not going to post unless I have something I want to say. I'm not going to post about just the same thing I always have because the algorithm wants me to. I'm going to post what I want to post, what I'm thinking about. And I'm going to be more thoughtful and giving myself time to be creative, to be thoughtful, to educate, to think through, to ponder, all of these things. And so that's what I've been doing over the last week or so. It has been really good. Like, oh my gosh. So I've started to write more. I'm not a writer. I say that I'm not a writer. So here's the thing. I'm a professor by trade. I don't have my PhD. The reason why I never got my PhD was because I didn't want to write. And then I was like, I hate writing. Like, I don't want to write. I just want to teach. I just want to know. I like the practical side of everything. I don't like doing research. I just didn't like it. Although I have published some research last year and it's great if you want me to send it to you. Hold on. Yes, things just go round and round in your head until you like journal. Like, thank you. Like, that's a really well said, better than me. That's good. So yeah. So anyway, I'm not going to be posting videos every week. Sorry if you count on that, but it's free and I'm not looking for tons of subscribers. I'm not looking to all of this. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm actually just trying to provide content or information or education that I think is valuable. And I think that that's why my channels, all of my social media has done really well, was because when I talked about things I was passionate about, things that I knew about, things that were of interest. And so now when it becomes more of like a business and you try to structure and process it, it kind of loses your ability to be creative and your ability to come up with new ideas. And so, hello, welcome. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So I have so I've been writing more. So anyway, my point about the writing. Oh my gosh, am I all over the place? Jeez. Okay, so my thoughts about the writing is that I realize that I don't like academic writing. And that because I started, like, if you guys get my emails, if you're not on my email list, get on my email list. Just kiwiamericans.com and just join the first page. Just join the email list because I don't send it out every week. Again, I'm not this crazy person. I am just, it's relatively once a week. But like, they're fun. Like, I'm like writing and I'm telling stories and I'm sharing personal thoughts and that kind of writing I can do. I love it. And I love that sort of thing. I'm writing courses for the universities here, business courses, marketing courses, admin courses. So I'm really getting good at writing courses. So I think I'm going to start writing courses. Like, why am I writing courses for other people to sell? Okay. Because I understand, I'm a teacher, right? And and I love that sort of thing. So don't know what I'm going to do a class on, but let me know what you want me to do a class on because I love teaching. But I love the face-to-face too. So I envision any sort of course to be, you can watch in your own time, but also face-to-face because there's something to that. In fact, that's where my research is on how to improve online teaching. That's synchronous and asynchronous. And so, there's actual ways of doing it. Like, being a teacher and lecturing to a group of students does not translate to online. And so it has to be done differently. And so me and my research partner have come up with an actual, what do they call that? Like, formula really to communicate better online as a course. Like, we should really be selling this to teachers. He has been a bit But I haven't been as much involved in that. So, um, uh, oh, you did? Okay. So I was up by the Coromandel too. I was in Waihi. I had Coromandel booked and then it got canceled on me. So that was all I could get. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining. So yeah, we're just talking about all things life. Yes, why? Yeah, yeah, spelled like that. Thanks, Greg. So, yeah, so that's what's fun. So I've been writing lots of interesting things that I think I'll probably turn into YouTube videos because I think you'll like them. And so it's more general. It's about moving. It's about less, it's all stems from all of my experience and what I've learned. Um, mm, that's where you went as a childhood. I love that beach. I would totally do that again. So yeah, so I think let me know if you like the videos, if you don't, that's what I need is the feedback. Yeah. So I was writing, so I've been trying to write like an hour or two a day and just like really just kind of pondering and doing research and this is what I love, the learning and then the sharing, the learning and the growing and the sharing. And there's a lot that I've learned and grown a lot over 3 years. So there's a lot I can share. There's a lot. Like I keep writing out questions or ideas on my phone on the little notebook because I'm like, what about this idea and this? And I'm just kind of letting my brain go wherever and then organizing it for you. Um, that I think would be good and putting it on social media and probably creating videos. So I think that should be interesting. I would, like I said, would like to create courses. Let me know if there's any courses you'd like to do. Obviously, I've been consulting, helping people move to New Zealand for 3 years now. So I've talked to hundreds of people, and so I know all of the questions. And so that's actually what I answer in my membership. So if you're thinking about moving to New Zealand, get into my membership. I don't know how long I'm going to have that. So get into that. And if I do turn it into a course, it will be a lot more expensive. So get into the membership. If you are coming to New Zealand, it's everything. It's all your questions answered, literally, and you have access to me. So if something doesn't answer your question, I'm right there, and you get to meet other people that are moving here. So really, that's for people that are like moving. Even if you're thinking about moving, it's for you because it answers all of those initial questions as well. But really, it's interesting because when I consult with people, we're very much at the consideration stage. That's the real hurdle is to think, can I really do this? And is it going to be okay with my kids to move overseas? Am I going to ruin my teenagers? And how does this affect my relationships with my family and the people? And so this is what we talk about a lot. And so I've articulated that on the membership, but also could maybe just come up with something that just talks about that consideration stage. So I've come out with a Move Abroad boot camp coming up in February, and that's where we're going to kind of tackle that, where it isn't just me answering questions that you may or may not have, but it'll just be like, let's get together every day, 30 minutes, and let's just tackle these questions as a group. So, thank you. I'm not giving up on videos. But yeah, I'm just not sure what I'm going to talk about. I think I keep thinking I'm going to run out of things to talk about in regards to New Zealand, but I don't seem to be. So I'll still be talking about New Zealand in addition to whatever is in my curiosity at the moment. I'm going to be talking a lot about what I've learned, growth, really like what I think about a lot of things. So okay. So that's what I'm doing. If you still want, by the way, if you still want, I have some of the cookbooks left. If you want the American cookbook using New Zealand, Australian ingredients, I can ship it anywhere in the world. Let me know. $25 includes the shipping, even if it's somewhere else. So, yeah. So also would be helpful if you wanted to share, and please be honest, like you're not going to hurt my feelings. Like, what is it that you like about the videos? Like, what videos do you like? And when I look at my analytics and I look at what videos do the best, It's obviously the ones that are the most controversial, like don't move to New Zealand or don't come to New Zealand without knowing this, things like that. Like those are, I'm getting people to click on the video. But like really it's the videos where I talk about what I've learned, how I've changed, really kind of personal growth. And that's interesting to me that those are the ones that people are really relating to. And those are probably more like personal growth would be an area I'd like to talk about more. And I think that that is a huge part of moving abroad is how much you can grow if you move abroad. So I think that we'll be talking about that. So I think that moving, like you don't have to move abroad in order to grow as a person. Obviously, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that there's huge benefits to your growth, personal growth if you do. Huge. Personal growth, family growth. And I've done it 3 times over. Okay. And it's very true. And it's been really good for my kids. Really good for my kids so far. We'll see. I have so much time, but I have been here for 8 years. But it's been really kind of a 10-year period, and, actually feeling like my younger 2 are not benefiting as much. My older 2 had to go through a lot of change. They moved here, then they moved home, and then they moved back here even as teenagers and middle schoolers, and that was, hard at the time, definitely hard. Um but now that they're adults, how quickly they adjust, how they know themselves, how they adapt in a situation is all because of that. Because at the end of the day, we're not growing by staying the same. We're not growing by avoiding change. We're not growing by doing the same thing over and over. We only grow when we change, when we do hard things, yeah. And like we want ourselves to grow, we want our children to grow. Otherwise, what are we doing? We're not that happy, if you're honest with yourselves. You love the chats with Christy. Oh my gosh, we have to get Christy on. I have been asking her. I really wanted to make one before the end of last year. I don't know what happened. Like, I just can't seem to nail her down. But yes, chats with Christy. Like, she is so. Like, I can't predict what she's gonna do. I wish you guys could see. Like, should we? What do we do? Maybe I'll do like I could do a video. We do Marco Polo. Are you familiar with that? It's like a video platform where you video back and forth and then you watch it in your own time. So it's just easier and it's typing. Number one, you can hear the emotion, you can hear the tone, you can hear all of that. And then yeah, so we pretty much talk every day on there. And she's so funny. Like, it's just the way that she starts out, like, every polo, like, I could probably take them if they let me download them. I don't even know. Um, the way she starts out on every single one, and we laugh on there, we cry on there, we're just it's just raw, really. Um Yeah, your videos are great big yeah, and so that's Kiwi Glen, thanks. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, I'm a creator, so, like, whatever, if you like me talking about one subject, you'd like me talking about another one, right? And you can't continue to just do one thing for the rest of your life. You have to grow and change. So, that's kinda what I'm thinking. Um, but yeah, so I'm excited for this year. I'm not gonna get crazy about I have to update everything and change all the looks and like I'm not gonna do that. Like I just think things need to change. In fact, I've watched some really big YouTubers come out with the same feedback that I've been feeling. They're like, I'm not posting every week. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And it's just like we can't like YouTube doesn't have anything if they don't have creators. So I'm just I'm not gonna just do it every week because you want me to because my videos aren't as good. Because I'm not putting enough time into the creative because I have kids and I have an actual job because this doesn't make me full-time income by a long shot. But I love it. Like being a creator is probably my favorite thing to do. So every year I'm like, what do I actually like doing? Am I doing what I actually like to do? My problem is most days actually going to do the work that pays me. I don't want to do that work. I want to do the other work that just gives me life and gives me, and it's not that I don't like it, it's fine. But there's just a really big difference in something that you're passionate about that is innately you, just you're curious, your loves, your, whatever. And so anyway, I continue to do YouTube and talk about New Zealand because I get emails weekly often about, oh my gosh, this so helped me, da 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 da. And that's what it's there for, because I wish I had somebody like that. So if you are coming to New Zealand, definitely get into my membership. You're going to want that. It's like what, 30 some dollars a month. And you get everything. You get everything that I know and all the resources, even if you just come in for that, knowing what to do. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Get the cookbook if you want it. Oh, maybe the link isn't on there. If you just go to my Instagram, the link is on there. But yeah, I think you're gonna get on my email list if you're not, because emails are gonna start getting good, start gonna get deep. I share lots of stories. I get lots of replies to my emails saying these are so good. These are not like normal boring emails that you get where I'm trying to sell it. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I mean, sometimes I put on there products that I sell because I actually think it's helpful. I don't create anything that I don't think is good and that I don't think is helpful. And nothing I have is expensive, But yeah, I should be better at that, but I'm not. I get so many consulting calls. I need to eliminate those a little bit, but I love talking with people. It's great. It's easy. It brings me joy. So I'll keep doing it. Look at this hairdo. Is your hair long enough to tie up in a bun? That's the question. Mine is. So there you go. You like the reaction videos. See, that's interesting. I started doing those not because I like doing reaction videos, but because I am good at reacting. And you know what annoys me? People that aren't good at reacting. And that's a lot of members of my family. I'm just going to call them out. This is the truth. When something happens to somebody, they win something, they succeed at something, they hit a goal, I am the most enthusiastic. I like, oh my gosh, because why wouldn't you be? Like somebody just, and like so many people just like, oh, great. That's not me. That's not me. I react. I'm a reactor. And so then I thought, oh, I should do reaction videos. I'm a reactor. So yeah, I'll do more of those. Can you send me videos I should react to? Because that's what I think, what should I react to? Somebody sent me recently, you should react to, what's his name? That guy that's basically copies my videos. He's really good. I am not criticizing him. Because you should copy. If there's something that works, that's the way YouTube works. You should copy the concept. I mean, he's not copying what I'm saying, but the concept of the video, the topic, I should say, of the video. What is his name? Curls? Curls. That's it. He's from England or the UK. I don't even know. And he responds to New Zealand, just kind of does the same thing as me. And he's doing really well, as he should, because he's really funny. Really funny and some really good takes on New Zealand, which I think are great. So shout out to him on that. But somebody said I should react to him. I think that's a funny idea because I haven't actually watched that much of his. So it would be, I don't like to do reaction videos unless it's legitimate. Like I literally have not watched it before I've done it. Like I'm not going to pretend. I am a good actress, but I'm not going to do that. So anyway, can you guys do this with your hair? It's pretty good, right? It's long enough. I haven't, I took a shower this morning and I haven't done anything with it. So, because I'm still on holiday. And that's what we do. I did my meetings today. So we're good. Happy New Year. Hello. So yeah. Let me know any questions that you have. I'm probably going to go and actually get to work. But it's been great catching up, and sorry I have not been making videos. I think I made one video in December. And that was like the YouTube one, which said, I knew that wasn't going to do well, but there's so many people that I thought that would be helpful for. So if you're interested in starting YouTube, check that one out because, yeah, it's some good insider tips from somebody that has been doing it for a while. So I love YouTube. It's the best one. That's why if you notice, I've been doing lots of videos on YouTube more than my other channels. Although my Instagram has taken off. What am I at now? Which the only reason I say this, like I said, I don't really care about followers, but like it's just so much more. Like I 16,000. I was at 5. Um so yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting. I'm going to be putting out some new content. I'm interested to see how it goes. So please be honest, give me your feedback. I love it. It's really helpful. If you are considering a move, do my boot camp in February. The link is in the description and sign up for the membership. You're going to need this. It has everything that you need, and it's not expensive. Maybe that's probably my problem. But people that go in and are actually going through most of the videos, so that's good. And then I chat with them and help them out with anything that is missing. So that's great. Not that different than Australia if you're thinking about moving to Australia. And I've teamed up with a couple organizations that I'll tell you about once those situations are in detail. That will be really great for anybody that's moving here. So just trying to, I have my limitations, and so I am trying to fill in it all the gaps so that anybody that is moving here can kind of come here to me and we will get you sorted and everything will be covered from visas from to jobs to you know, relocation deals, that sort of thing. So lots of good things coming. So anyway, you guys have a great day and thank you for joining me live.